is better known than most here that I'm going to mention, but I just think it's a really interesting one if you don't know. Number 5, Shino is the only character in Naruto that has never lost a fight. Yeah, what can I say? Shino's based. Number 6, Naruto.
Is that true? I mean, are we saying Aruka lost to Pain or Mizuki? Are we saying Tamari lost to Madara? I mean, the Force Shinobi Alliance, I guess, lost to Madara. Are we saying Samehada lost to any? Well, did Samehada fight anyone? I guess you could say. I guess Boruto. We can't include that because you're saying Naruto. Let's see. I'm just thinking a lot of people that lost. Kakashi. He lost to Zabuza, if you count that. I guess Team 7 beat Zabuza, but I guess Kakashi lost and then beat him. I feel like there's a couple movie villains. Not villains, but like characters who never lost. And then obviously there's a bunch of like side characters who never lost that aren't even ninja in the first place. Like Inari, Tazuna's kid, not even kid, but like adopted kid. He never lost. Like, I'm not gonna say he was in a fight, but he never lost. I guess he was kind of in a fight, considering he, like, had everyone from his village go to, like, fight Gato's men at the end of the arc. Like, I think, is the one that fired the crossbow. So, like, he's the one leading the charge. And, like, the army just left. So, like, I would count that as a win anyways.
I hate to make you rewind, but can you rewind?
So this is saying the war was only 2 days. That was this point. And then this point here was...
Oh, come on. I want to listen to him say it. And I don't...
I'm literally telling you the facts that you didn't know. That's the point of the video. Why do you want to hear Daigo say it over me?
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Yeah, okay. Well, how about you just go do a podcast with Daigo then, since you like him so much?
No, we're reacting to the video. I'm not reacting to the spark notes of Daigo's video.
Number 5, Shino is the only character in Naruto that has never lost a fight. Yeah.
Is that true, by the way?
So, 2 things on this.
Yeah.
Before we just discuss whether another character has never lost a fight, Shino versus Kankuro. You know, on one hand, Shino is portrayed as the victor, but in reality, Shino is going to die without intervention, while Kankuro is going to live without intervention.
Yeah, this is so subjective. It
kind of sounds like Kankuro won, if you ask.
Like, did Shikamaru ever lose a fight? That is debatable. Asuma lost against Hidan, not Shikamaru. Now, you could say teamwork, but in that case, Kakashi didn't lose to Zabuza. Team 7 beat Zabuza, if we're going that route.
Yeah, and the other thing, though, is like, okay, Shikamaru versus Tamari. Well, he lost because he quit, but like, does that count?
Well, he gave up. Are you going to count that as losing the fight?
I don't know. And also Haku. I don't think... I mean, you could say Haku lost to Ninetales Naruto.
Swag Kage wouldn't say that.
Haku overall didn't lose to Naruto. Yeah, I mean, Haku overall didn't lose to Naruto. He was still standing. He was going to have Naruto kill him, and then he stopped Naruto so he could save Zabuza instead. I wouldn't count that as losing when he jumped in front of the Chidori.
I mean, minato could say Haku lost to Kakashi, but that wasn't really a fight, even if they fought.
Also, what about Minato? I don't think Minato didn't lose to Obito.
Would you say he lost to the Ninetales?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he lost. If anything, he kind of won by sealing him away. Like, I feel like he was the victor in that sense.
What about in the Minato manga? We don't know what happened there. He could have lost to the Ninetales there. It's not narratively implied, but we don't know what happened in universe.
Yeah, I guess the bigger one would be, would you say he lost to Roshi and Han, though? Would be the thing
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Kimimaro, I don't count Kimimaro as losing to Gaara. Like, he won. Like, in my eyes, he won that fight.
No, remember,
died.
Kabuto confirmed Lady Luck exists. Kimimaro lost against Lady Luck. So he got his disease. Technically, if we're gonna go, well, I think the same thing there.
What fight did Itachi lose?
Lady Luck.
Oh.
Yeah, but if we're gonna go that route, the route I was going was there's so many thousands of side characters that technically were named through Naruto Top 99 that have never been in a fight. So, like, are we gonna count the girls that Jiraiya was peeping on as having never lost a fight because they've never been in a fight, at least that we know of? Now, the way
Yeah.
you could say that
Well,
is, again, they lost to Lady Luck because Jiraiya was peeping on them, so they're the unfortunate souls that had to be the ones to be peeped on. But I mean, technically,
yeah,
they
but then
don't
by
say
that logic, Shino lost to Lady Luck by not being lucky enough to go to the Sasuke retrieval mission.
that.
So, yeah, I don't think we can count Lady Luck. But even then, though, Ashura fought Indra and won, and that's it. Hakaromo fought Kaguya and won, and that's it. So they never lost a fight.
Hagoromo lost the love of his mother. He fought for that.
Okay, Shino lost the respect of his teammates to be chosen for the. No, he lost Naruto's memory of Shino's name.
Okay, well, would you say that's a fight? Was he
No.
fighting for that?
I mean, he definitely seemed to be fighting for it and shipping it after that, but.
I don't think Inari lost to those two goons that Naruto beat up, because I don't think he was ever fighting them, per se. And Inari, I would say, was fighting Gato's men at the end of the arc. So I would say Inari won that
not by
fight.
himself, but
That's fine.
I
mean, but that's fine, because he's still the one
mean-
that was leading the charge. Like, he's the one that fought the arrow.
Exactly.
In fact, nobody else, even Naruto and Kakashi, nobody else did anything in that fight. Inari is the only one who made a move in the fight.
I was about to say Guy, but you would say Guy lost a lot of Madara, so that wouldn't work.
I mean,
I
I
would
wouldn't
have said
say
Dosu if not for the Gaara scene.
I wouldn't say Guy lost to Madara. I would say Guy lost to Time, Father Time, if you want to say Lady Luck.
Yeah, Father. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Obviously, if you're accounting for Lady Luck and shit, then it's like I feel like everyone's lost a fight then. So I don't feel like we can actually count that. I don't agree that he's the only character because, in a sense, Shino really tied Konkuro, which again isn't losing, but like in a sense he lost in that he needed to be saved while Konkuro didn't. But ignoring that, like, yeah, Hagoromo fought Kaguya and won. If they mean 1v1s only, Ashura fought Indra and won. Kimimaro, dude, I don't count that as losing, but bro beat Gaara and Lee. Like, he did. That they admit it. Like, they lost, but they got lucky that he died.
So this is funny. If you separate...
Also, his goal was just for Sasuke to get to Orochimaru's. That was his goal, right? Well, that happened, so Kimimaro won.
If you separate Jubito from Obito, can you say Obito never lost a fight? Because he never fought Kaguya, and he didn't lose a fight against the Stone Ninja. He sacrificed himself to save Kakashi from losing the fight.
Yeah, but he lost a fight against Minato, like, fair and square.
Yeah, okay, you got a point there.
That's the part. Like, that one, he lost.
Yeah, and
like,
he also lost in the tuning exams against Guy. So, yeah.
I got one.
Yeah.
Baki. The only actual fight he's been in was Hayate, and he won. I would say Baki lost to Deidara. Baki did not fight Deidara. Otherwise, Shino lost to Madara. Like, he didn't fight Deidara. So,
okay.
Baki, he fought one fight and won.
Yeah. I mean,
he didn't lose to Genma. That was a stalemate.
Was he anywhere to be found during Konoha Crush?
Yeah, he was just stalemating Genma. They were just having a standoff. They didn't do anything the entire time. They just stood there.
Okay. I guess that, yeah. I like that. I think Baki is the most respectable answer.
Yeah, because like I said, like if Baki lost to Deidara, then Shino lost to Madara, Obito, and Kaguya.
I'm gonna clip this part.
Which even then, I mean, I think it's fair to say Shino lost to Madara, given that he was put in the Infinite Tsukiyomi. Like, yeah, he's just wrong. Shino is not the only character in Naruto to never lose a fight.
But if you're saying that Baki lost to Madara, because he was also put in Infinite Tsukiyomi.
Baki was never shown to be under Infinite Tsukiyomi.
I hate you.
No, we don't know if he was under it. But yeah. So obviously, if we're gonna say that, then everyone's lost a fight in Naruto. Except for Guru. Anyway, yeah, Baki, I think, is a legitimate answer to this though.
Yeah.
Because Baki is the most important character in Naruto.
If anything, he wouldn't
I
know
feel like there's
who
another
anyone
character
from
who's
fourth
never lost
was.
a fight.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's plenty. Like Ma
Yeah.
and Pa, would you say they lost against Pain?
Well, definitely Pa. He
Yeah, I
died.
know. But what about Ma?
Ma
Oh,
didn't do anything, bro. She just watched.
okay.
But there's gotta be another person though, like that just objectively never lost. I bet we could find someone else, like Baki, where it's just like they just have one fight and win.
Would you say B lost?
I would say B lost to Kisame. Like he did lose to
Yeah.
Kisame.
Yeah, that's
He
fair.
beat Zetsu, but he lost to Kisame.
You could say he was going to lose
Kisame
to
only
Kisame.
loses the guy.
I don't think it's fair to say he did lose to Kisame.
Wait.
Are we ready to play the video? Oh, right. Ino. Ino's another person I don't think ever
I never
lost.
even decided what I was gonna eat later.
Ino tied with Sakura. Ino
What?
never lost anything. I don't think. Because I don't think she lost against the Sound Ninja in the Forest of Death. You could say, again, she was going to lose, arguably, but she didn't lose. In Sasuke Retrieval, she wasn't there. In Shippuden, she was in the War Arc, but she never lost any fights there.
Yeah,
Her
I guess she lost
parents
control. The fight over control of Obito's body. Yeah, but that's like I wouldn't call that like a fight against Obito.
If anything, Ino
I mean,
did beat
okay.
Obito through the tug of war. And through like the Kurama
yeah,
Cloak
yeah, that's
Rasengan
fair.
thing. Directly
I
fought
would
Jubi
say
Obito.
though, I think it's fair to say she lost to Kakuzu, given that like Kakuzu, like again, somebody had to step in to prevent her from being killed because she was defeated. He was going for the kill, and she couldn't do anything about it. And somebody else had to step in
But
to
again,
save her.
that's
So I would say she
that
lost
was
to
a
Kakuzu.
going to lose based on what it was looking like. I agree, in a one-on-one fight,
Well-
Ino would have lost to Kakuzu, but as far as we know, like Kakashi could have used Kamui, just teleported Kakuzu away.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess in that case it's a team battle, not just Ino. But I mean, that's where it gets like. This is why I said it. It's so subjective to when you say they officially lost. Because like, if somebody gets beaten down, at what point like do you just say they lost? Like, if somebody beats someone up but they don't die, and they just get up, like, does that mean that they didn't lose because they didn't die? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at what point do you say that they lose?
Even if you're inconsistent or disingenuous or whatever, there's ways to say everyone lost. Like, we even made a way for Shino, but even for Baki, you could say even though he never lost a one-on-one fight, his side still lost in the Konoha Crush. Like, Konoha won the invasion or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Village
Like, there's a
lost,
way to
so.
spin it. So I mean, like, but of course, for this context, it seems to be like, I mean, honestly speaking, it doesn't even. I don't even feel like he's counting team battles. But let's just say he is for a moment. But I feel like they need to engage in enough of a fight to count as a fight. Because again, like I said, nobody would say that Baki fought Datara. He didn't. He just commanded orders for his village to shoot like cannonball, not cannonballs, but like arrows, kunai, paper bomb arrow things. But I wouldn't call that a fight, really. Like Baki did not throw a single one of them. So I wouldn't say Baki fought anyone there.
This is interesting. So for Karin, I wouldn't say she lost in a fight to the Raikage, and I also wouldn't say she was defeated in combat by Sasuke. You could argue maybe this is funny, but maybe Karin lost against
that one,
Danzo.
The thing there though is I wouldn't call it a fight because Karin wasn't fighting Sasuke.
Exactly. And she wasn't fighting the Raikage.
No, you
either.
could say she lost to Danzo.
It's so silly.
If you want, I guess.
That's so
Danzo,
funny.
she wasn't actually fighting Danzo, but she was against his side. But like Sasuke, like she's literally like on his side. He just betrayed her.
In this case, would you say Shisui lost to Danzo, to the Aburame, to the Anbu, to Father Time, or to himself? Or did Shisui never lose?
In the novel version, in all versions, I don't think Shisui really fought back is the problem. And if you don't fight back, does that count as a fight?
That's a good question. Is there any other
Like, did
fights in
Naruto lose to Omoe and Karui by not fighting back? Like, does that lose? Like, We're calling it a fight because they didn't fight. Like,
If we're only counting canon, did Konohamaru ever lose?
and Naruto, obviously, you're
Yeah.
not counting Boruto
Yeah.
because that would change. Clear answer there, but
Yeah, with Sashikoji, but
I
mean,
don't
think
know.
the only
I mean,
fight Konohamaru's canonically in is the pain fight, which he won. I mean, well, to be
Yeah.
fair,
Oh
he
no.
didn't
Well,
put down that path of
Tamar.
pain, so I
No,
don't know if
Tamari
he
is
won.
anime only, isn't it? Is Tamari anime only?
Yeah, and that's more of like a special episode.
Yeah. I will say the Naraka path didn't die. You could just say like Konohamaru got a hit and dipped, but he definitely didn't lose.
Yeah, it's more like he
You can't say he
stunned the
lost.
pain. Yeah.
You could say, oh, the pain didn't actually lose, but you wouldn't say Konohamaru lost because he dipped before he could lose. Again, it depends on when you draw the line, because we know obviously Konohamaru loses the fight against Pain, but he dipped so early before he ever lost. But like in some cases, I'm like, okay, if they've caught you wrapped up, you're trapped, you can't break free, and they're about to kill you, I would say you lost. So like Ino and Kakuzu, she was wrapped up, she couldn't break free, and he was about to kill her. He shot the blast, but then someone else stepped in to save them. I would say they lost.
Okay, so then you agree that Kakashi lost to Zabuza.
In the first time, yeah, Kakashi lost to Zabuza. There's essentially 3 fights against Zabuza.
I agree.
Kakashi lost, then Team 7 saved him, and then he won, again.
I agree.